Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is DTRS session, class 177. Okay, so today's lead topic is Maras Triple Junction. We will discuss 10 MCQs based on yesterday's current affairs, and this term was in news, this place was in news. 1 year completed for the Turkey and Syria earthquake that had happened, killing more than 50,000 people. So related to that, there was one quiz in the Hindu newspaper. So there was this term Maras Triple Junction, and that's why we are covering it from the geography perspective, and there will be 9 different topics and 9 MCQs based on them. But before that, let's discuss one quotation. Daily we are discussing this quotation. It is helping us to prepare for essay and ethics paper of mains examination, also helping us to personality development. Now today's quotation is by Martin Luther King Jr. I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Yes, very important. So he was basically the leader of civil movement at that time in USA, and you can see the we can say the tone of the statement. So I look to the day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin. तो ये तो बहुत ही पुराना स्टेटमेंट उन्होंने दिया हुआ है ना उनके टाइम पे, when there was we can say discrimination of black people in the USA, and there was some kind of racial discrimination, and which is still present, but considerably it has reduced. But it is, we can say that the color of their skin, if you see, similar kind of, let's say, discrimination is observed based on, we can say, physical traits. सिर्फ कलर ही नहीं है, फिजिकल ट्रेट्स भी अगर देखते हैं हम तो उसके हिसाब से भी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है, और इवन जेंडर. सो फिजिकल ट्रेट्स अगर देखते हैं तो वी सी दैट पीपल ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया, racial discrimination. The mainland Indians, they discriminate people of Northeast India. Or if you see the kind of, let's say, discrimination between North and South, okay, especially on the color basis, color of skin, right? So the people in North India will discriminate the people from South India based on the color of their skin, or the people from South India will discriminate them based on the language. ठीक है, दोनों, ठीक है, लैंग्वेज तो दोनों डिस्क्रिमिनेट करेंगे, राइट? दे फील एलियननेस, सम काइंड ऑफ एलियननेस. और फिजिकल ट्रेट, इफ यू सी द ट्राइबल पीपल आर डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड बाय द मेनलैंड सोसाइटी, राइट? सो और इफ यू सी द जेंडर एस्पेक्ट, जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन मोस्ट प्रोमिनेंट, राइट? टू सम एक्सटेंट इट इज अ फिजिकल ट्रेट, जेंडर इज ऑल्सो देयर, राइट? देन वी कैन सी दैट देयर इज LGBTQ, discrimination of the community, LGBTQ community, people from this community. So discrimination, अब ये तो नॉर्मल डे टू डे लाइफ में हम देखते, there is some kind of, let's say, untold discrimination of Divyang people also. Divyang people, right? The public places are not accessible to them, made accessible to them. Public offices are not made accessible to them. They face a lot of hurdles in accessing even the basic needs of their life, basic services. ठीक है, तो Divyang people discrimination. Now basically I look for a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin. Basically there is some kind of judgment by the common people to these people, ठीक है, on the basis of these traits. Now this is something that is external, that is viewed from external, visible from external, we can say. But the second half, but by the content of their character जो internal, basically it is, we can say that it reflects your value system. The character reflects your value system. It is basically the inner self that is reflected through your we can say conduct and behavior, inner self. So the character is, we can say that, very important virtue, or we can say trait of a person, and he is saying that the people should be judged on the basis of their character instead of their physical traits or external traits, क्योंकि external traits तो इनबॉर्न होते हैं, राइट, इट इज इनबॉर्न, ठीक है, आपको मतलब वो जीन्स के थ्रू मिल रहा है, राइट, सो इट इज नॉट इजीली चेंजेबल, बट द कैरेक्टर कैन बी चेंज्ड, ऑफ कोर्स द कैरेक्टर इज बिल्ट, एंड इफ इट इज नेगेटिव कैरेक्टर देन इट इज प्रॉब्लमैटिक, ठीक है, दैट इज प्रॉब्लमैटिक एंड इट शुड बी चेंज टू द पॉजिटिव कैरेक्टर और स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर. So this way we can discuss all these things, ठीक है, fine. Moving on, today's 10 topics, let's discuss 10 MCQs based on these topics, ठीक है. So first MCQ, yes, the Maras triple junction, right. So this term or place was in news recently because there was 1 year completed to the earthquake, Syria and Turkey earthquake, ठीक है, killing more than 50,000 people. So the earthquake that had happened, the place was basically the tri-junction. There is, we can say, fault and the tri-junction of 3 plates. This tri-junction or triple junction is called as Maras triple junction. कौन से 3 प्लेट्स है इसमें? एक है आपका अरेबियन प्लेट, सऊदी अरेबिया जहां पर अरेबियन प्लेट माइनर प्लेट है, दूसरा माइनर प्लेट है एनाटोलियन प्लेट, टर्की जहां पर है, अनाटोलियन प्लेटू जिसको हम बोलते हैं, एनाटोलियन प्लेटू, एंड थर्ड वन इज द मेजर प्लेट दैट इज अफ्रीकन प्लेट. दीज 3 प्लेट्स आर मीटिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर जंक्शन, ठीक है, मारस ट्रिपल जंक्शन, रिमेंबर दिस, ठीक है, इट कैन बी आस्क्ड. So where it is located? It is located in southern Turkey. It is located in southern Turkey. C is the correct answer. Fine. Okay, moving on. Yeah, this was the quiz actually, so you can go through it. Moving on, what should be answer to this one? Yes, Semicon India Design Linked Incentive Scheme. Semicon India Design Linked. Now, as the name itself is showing that it is related to design of semiconductor designs, right? So this scheme related announcement was there recently. It is implemented by Ministry of Electronics and Technology. This is correct, we can say. CDAC, Center for Development of Advanced Computing, is the nodal agency for the scheme. This is also true. But about the aim of the scheme, it aims to make India semiconductor market reach 100 billion by 2025. Now such specific aim is not mentioned here. Rather, it is talking about the financial incentives related to all the developments, different stages of semiconductor designs, ठीक है, semiconductor designs, remember this. So there is no mention of such aim under this scheme, so that's why it becomes incorrect. Only 2 statements, B is the correct answer, ठीक है, B is the correct answer here. Now moving on, okay, this particular pest was in news, thrips parvis pinus. It is native pest species of India. No, it is basically invasive species. It is invasive pest species and it is affecting plants and crops in India. It infests, we can say, the flowers and plants. Basically, it is taking out all the saps from the bottom of, we can say, that leaves, and that's why it causes heavy flower drops and thereby reduces the fruit production. So it is overall affecting, we can say, the fruits production or crops production. So this is, we can say, correct. First one is incorrect, and that's why answer is 2 only, that is B. Okay, fine. Moving on. Yes. Now, black naked crane, the species based question. Yes, it is very important. Black naked crane, it is having the habitat, major habitat of this black naked crane is Sokar wetland. Where it is located? It is located in Ladakh. It is one of the 2 wetlands in Ladakh. Other is Somiriri. ठीक है, Somiriri and Sokar. They are 2 Ramsar sites. This is one is correct statement, we can say. Now, first statement, female species is bigger than the male species. Important characteristics. Now it's other way around. Male species is, we can say, bigger than female species. A bit bigger, we can say, not considerably. So we can say this is incorrect statement. The species is listed in the appendix 2 of CITES. No, it is one of the threatened species and we can say that it is not in appendix 2, rather it is appendix 1 of CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, Wild Flora and Fauna. Two statements are incorrect, one is correct, so the answer becomes only one. A is the correct answer. ठीक है, black naked crane. All right. Now, the coal mines and the states they are located in India. Resources, static part, mapping section. ठीक है, तो coal mines we know दलतनगंज, ठीक है, very famous we can say mine in झारखंड. तो यहाँ पर आपको ये एलिमिनेट करने आ जाएगा, इनकरेक्ट है. तामनार is located in छत्तीसगढ़, ठीक है, it is located in छत्तीसगढ़, not in झारखंड. And Machakata, it is located in Odisha. So only one pair is correctly matched here. A is the correct answer. The other prominent coal mines we know that Jharia and Bokaro in, we can say, Jharkhand. Along with that we also have Raniganj in West Bengal. Then we have Singrauli in MP, one of the largest in India. Singrauli in MP, then Singareni in Telangana, Godavari Delta, Singareni, then Korba in Chhattisgarh, ठीक है, Korba in Chhattisgarh, Neyveli में तमिलनाडु में lignite reserves है, ठीक है. So in this manner you should remember the distribution of resources. We can expect question in prelims. Past में ऐसे question आए हुए हैं, ठीक है. Now, the basics of tax related terms, budget अभी news में था, that's why many times the analysis, in that analysis you may come across such kind of terms. Tax buoyancy and elasticity. Yes, tax buoyancy is something related to responsiveness of the tax revenue with respect to, we can say, changes that are happening in GDP. उसको क्या बोला गया है? Tax buoyancy. तो ये यहाँ पर लिंक होता है. एंड व्हाट इज टैक्स इलास्टिसिटी? टैक्स इलास्टिसिटी इज रिलेटेड टू रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ टैक्स रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ टू चेंजेस इन टैक्स रेट्स. सो इफ द गवर्नमेंट इज चेंजिंग द टैक्स रेट्स इन द बजट, then how we can say the tax elasticity is working out, we can say. So both are interchanged here, both statements becomes incorrect, and that's why answer becomes D here, neither one nor two. ठीक है. सो बेसिक टर्म्स से हमेशा क्वेश्चन आता है, जैसे वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स क्या है. सो टैक्स रिलेटेड टर्म्स आपको तैयार करके रखना है. अबाउट द अटॉर्नी जनरल फॉर इंडिया, ठीक है, तो अटॉर्नी जनरल फॉर इंडिया इज बेसिकली द हाईएस्ट लॉ ऑफिसर ऑफ द कंट्री, ठीक है. He is having a lot of powers, we can say that, powers especially, like for example he is having the immunity also, or we can say he enjoys the privileges similar to MPs in the parliament. Along with that he has a right to ordinance in all courts in the territory of India. Then yes, he holds the office for the pleasure of president. तो fixed term नहीं है उसका. He gives advice to the government of India upon the legal matter. That is correct. Highest law officer, legal officer of the country. Then he should be qualified to be appointed as judge of High Court. Now this is incorrect. He should be qualified to be appointed as judge of Supreme Court. Then we can say president. ये qualification criteria है. This one is incorrect. So we have to understand. यहाँ पर correct पूछा हुआ है, तो तीन statement सही है, right? C is the correct answer. Or now, what about this one? With reference to India, which of the following statement is correct? ठीक है, the highest rainfall occurs along the eastern coast as well as in the Himalayas. Now we know that highest rainfall occurs along the western coast. ठीक है, western coast or western slopes of Western Ghats. So this one is incorrect. We have to identify the correct statement. The agriculture of the country is entirely dependent on rainfall during monsoon. Entirely नहीं है. This is somewhere now at present we can say 50 to 55%. Now almost 50% irrigation potential हो गया है हमारा. So this one becomes incorrect. The regional variations in rainfall result in the monocropping pattern. So regional variations है तो of course there will be diverse we can say cropping pattern होना चाहिए, तो मोनो लिखा हुआ है. This is incorrect. Rather because of irrigation potential there is monocropping pattern we can see, like wheat rice pattern in the west northwest India. Punjab, Haryana, Western UP. Winter rainfall by the temperate cyclones in the North India is highly beneficial for Rabi crops. This is correct. ठीक है, wheat जो है temperate cyclones मतलब क्या है? Basically it is the western disturbances. At present we are seeing rainfall from western disturbances in Delhi, Punjab, Haryana region, or even snowfall in the western Himalayan region. So we can say this one is correct. First three statements are incorrect. So they are asking correct statement. D is the correct answer here. Right? Now moving on. Okay, science and technology, biotechnology. So yes, RNA is basically the nucleic acid present in all living cells. ठीक है, तो RNA राइबोस न्यूक्लिक एसिड जो होता है वो एक न्यूक्लिक एसिड है एंड इट इज प्रेजेंट इन ऑल लिविंग सेल, वी कैन से न्यूक्लिक एसिड जिसको बोलते हैं. एंड व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द जेनेटिक इंफॉर्मेशन, transcriptome is a complete set of all RNA molecules in the cell that carry genetic information from DNA. ठीक है, तो वो transcriptome बोला गया है. Right? mRNA is different. It is basically the set of all RNA molecules in a cell that carry genetic information from DNA. ठीक है, तो वो वाला स्टेटमेंट सही है, ये वाला सही है. Both statements are correct. Answer becomes C here. ठीक है. Now, all right, last question. It is talking about Schengen Zone. Previously we have also discussed this question. One country, European country, was added into Schengen Zone. That's why it was in news. ठीक है. So yes, Schengen Zone. The name Schengen is given after a small village in Luxembourg. This is correct. थोड़ी सी minor information होती है, but हम वो skip कर देता है. We know that Schengen Zone is a zone in Europe or European countries which allow visa-free movement of the people, citizens of these countries into each other. ठीक है, तो वीजा फ्री होता है ये जोन, Schengen Zone, जिसमें at present there are 20 countries. Schengen Zone जो है, and it is different from Eurozone. Eurozone is basically the zone of countries having adopted single currency, that is euro. Single currency, that is euro. ठीक है, तो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए, this is different, and for Eurozone they should be member of European Union, but about Schengen Zone both non-European Union and these countries can be part of Schengen. ठीक है, तो दोनों स्टेटमेंट सही है यहाँ पर. C is the correct answer. Fine. So these are the 10 MCQs for today. All these countries are mentioned here, Schengen area, right? You can see the Nordic, some of the Nordic countries are also there. ठीक है, fine, okay then, let us stop.